The NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Allen flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick-6. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Mayfield on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. Alert, alert, alert.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Check. Out. Hot, hot.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Drop deep, drop deep. Monday. Check 43. Wide.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Point it right.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Allen. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and over.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Allen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. Here's Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From midfield, here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mack Wilson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Slam, slam, slam. Jam it, jam it, jam, jam.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards on 1st down. Hunt. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Sub. 58 to Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 33. That's got to be a
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll let it. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's brought down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first down is Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 5. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Chubb, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Rice, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Allen. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. To the air, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shift.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Allen throwing complete to Foster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 52.
Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They run. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.